Let's make a plant-based breakfast scramble. Okay, so I'm going to be making a vegan breakfast scramble, and the first thing I'm going to add in is some chopped onion. I have half of a chopped onion here, and if it was a really small onion, I would say use a whole onion, but this was a larger onion, so I just used half, and I'm going to throw it into a pan with a little bit of olive oil, and we are going to saute the onion until it's a little soft. Now the next thing that I would normally be throwing in there would be mushrooms. I would chop up some cremini mushrooms and add those in, again sauteing them until they're a little bit soft. I don't have mushrooms today though, so I'm just going to jump into the next ingredient, which is tofu. So you can get a piece of tofu. You can buy this, it'll come in like in a block size, and you just get firm, medium firm. I've taken half of a block of tofu, and what you can do is either chop it up small or smash it with a fork. I'm just going to use my hands, and I'm going to crumble it into the pan with the onions and mushrooms if you were adding those too. So the idea with the crumbled tofu is that it looks a little bit like scrambled eggs. So this is giving it the breakfast scramble idea. The next ingredient that I'm going to add in is some black beans. So between the black beans and the tofu, which is actually soybeans, you're getting a ton of protein in this breakfast scramble. And when you're buying your black beans, make sure that they are organic and that the lining of the can is BPA free. So BPA actually causes cancer, and so you want to make sure that your cans are BPA free. And once your onions and tofu and black beans have been sauteing for a little bit, then I'm going to add in some spices. The first spice that I'm going to add in is turmeric. This is really good. It contains curcumin, which fights cancer, but also it has this yellow color or orange color, which is going to make your scrambled tofu look actually like scrambled eggs. The other spices that I'm adding in are cumin, chili powder, onion powder, and garlic powder. So this is going to be a little bit like a Southwest scramble. So after that's been sauteing for a moment or two, I'm going to start adding in some leafy greens. The first thing that I'm going to add in is I have some kale and I have some beet greens here that I cut off the beets I used last night for dinner. So I'm going to chop these up nice and small and add those to the frying pan as well. The next ingredient that I'm going to add in is some cannabis fan leaves. So just like any other leafy green, these are full of vitamins and minerals. And so I'm going to chop these up nice and small, same as the other leafy greens, and add them to the pan too. And if needed, you can add a little bit of water to the pan just to help everything sort of mix together and cook better. And so we're just going to keep sauteing this until the leafy greens have softened up nicely. And then you've got your breakfast scramble. Okay, so as you can see, I have this delicious plant-based breakfast scramble here that looks just like scrambled eggs, except it's way healthier, and it's also full of all of the leafy greens that have tons of vitamins and minerals. I'm serving this with some hash browns and some breakfast links on the side. I will put the recipe in the description box below. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more material like this, please hit the subscribe button. Thanks for joining me, and have a really fantastic day.